Okay, welcome back to the last stream or playthrough or whatever you want to call it of this game. I'm your host, the man with the plan, and well, I don't have my partner in crime here. He's gone. He's been spirited away, so I'm going to finish the game without him. It's been weeks. I tried to find him, and it basically bled into October, and we never found the body. So he's just gone now. So let's finish the game. God, man. It's been so many goddamn days since I've seen this. Okay, let's finish it up. Do you want to save Basil? Yes! Let's do it. I'm gonna have to storm this alone. Which is okay. Because I carry many burdens alone. I love that background. It's so mystical. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You doing okay? Ah, Sonny. It's just you. Oh, my subscription to Norden has ended. That just popped up in front of me. Good old Norden. I gotta delete you someday. It's so very good to see you. It came to you that day that Mari died. So he's talking about the something. The something. You couldn't have done it. Well, no, he did do it, in fact. He totally killed him. He totally killed his sister. And that's the best part about this. I mean, it's the worst part, but it's the best part. That's what makes a twist so good. That's a surprise ending, if you will. It's not really a twist. This isn't M. Night Shyamalan. Is he still famous for twists? I don't know. I think he's overstayed his welcome. He made that old movie, and I never saw it, but I heard it got shit reviews because it was fucking laughable. Oh, he's crying. Well, it's okay, baby Babble. There's something all around us. Can you see it? There's no way out of this, is there? Oh, well, there is one way out. The only way out. Yeah, go through the door. Where are you going? Stop trying to leave me. No, just abandon him. I don't want to be alone. Not again. You can't leave me again. It's okay. I'm sure you'll recover. Don't worry, I'm here for you, buddy. Yeah? Oh, he has an imagination too. See, we're like two peas in a pod. Okay, let's do this. Yeah? Yeah, would he? Maybe. Don't worry, Sonny. I'll save you again by stabbing you in the face. Yeah, okay. Oh, I got my stand. Dude, this just turns into a fucking stand battle. And, I listen, if I had to pick which stand to have, Basil's stand looks way more powerful. Everything's gonna be okay. He has tentacle powers. That's cool. Okay. Well, calm down. Yeah. Didn't think that was gonna work. Tried to focus, but nausea overwhelmed you. Persist. Sonny, there's no way out of this, is there? Tell me, Sonny. Am I selfish for doing this? Yes. That would be my answer. You wanna run? Nah. We gotta finish the fight. Do you hate me? Yes. And no. I have very complicated emotions. Please stop it. No. I'm not gonna stop it. Stop struggling, Sonny. I'm so tired. Me too, little buddy. Me too. You wanted to run. Aw. It's getting worse. I fucking love this. I love this animation. It's pretty good. Oh! Everything's just grayed out now. It's great. The PKE meter is like going off the scale now. My mind's still kind of frazzled because like there's so many horror games coming out now. We got the Fate game, which as of this recording is coming out tomorrow. I'm recording this October the 20th to date this video horribly. But not only that, but there was like a whole Silent Hill transmission direct stream thing. Oh, he stabbed out my eye. You bastard. An eye for an eye. A tooth for a goddamn tooth. Anyways. Yeah, they showed the Silent Hill stuff, and nothing gets my taint a tickling like some Silent Hill. Wait, what the? Oh yeah, that's right. He oh, here come the amber lamps. Please send amber lamps. Yeah, but anyways, like they showed off a bunch of Silent Hill stuff. We're getting like a bunch of Silent Hill games. Not, around the corner, but they're coming, Oh man, we're out in the middle of the road. That's dangerous. This is like the good shit right here. It's the cat! There's that sound. Yeah, hop, hop, hoppin'. Hop, 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 hoppin'. Oh, now it's nighttime. What? There's Basil. Weren't we in a fight just 2 seconds ago? You're fake, Basil. You found your way back home. I don't know if I ever said this properly, but I'm sorry for causing you so much trouble. I mean, if anything, Sonny caused his own problems. But somehow, whenever I try to help, I always end up burning you instead. Even back then. All this pain we've been feeling. All this guilt. In our heart of hearts. Even if you try to bottle it all up, it all comes out somehow. Nah, just keep you didn't try hard enough. You weren't bottling hard enough. You should have bottled harder. You should have got a bigger bottle. But that's up to you. Sure. You have to trust that they'll forgive us. I don't know. History has always proven that people aren't really forgiving, and they hold grudges. Yeah, it is hard to truly believe that, but the photos in the album, they're not just photos, they're real memories. Our memories. It's proof of our friendship. Well, that's a fair argument, but I have a counter-argument, and it's called people are fucking pieces of shit. But I would tell the truth for a different reason. But we'll get to that later. So anyways, as I was saying, there was a couple of Silent Hill stuff. They're remaking the second game, and I was so bummed out by it at first. But then I kind of took a step back and touched some grass. You know, looked at the sun for a good hour and a half until my eyes melted out of my skull. And I thought to myself, gee, you know, like, I guess it's not so bad that they're remaking the game. Because the original always exists, that goes without saying. I just wish it was more goddamn accessible. Like, I wasn't really mad at the stuff they presented, except for the movies. Fuck those directors. Seriously, I hope they fucking choke on something. Choke on their own fart gas. Because they don't even don't know anything about what makes Silent Hill interesting and nice. And literally one of the directors ruined the first movie by not casting Harry. Like, it's some girl that runs around. And I have nothing against, you know, a woman being in that role, because I love Silent Hill 3 with Heather. At least I think of it. That was her name, Heather. Well, the third game, Cheryl, not Heather, Cheryl. Fuck. Now I can't remember. Blondie, you know Blondie. That girl. Girl Mason. But anyways. So. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, we gotta go in here. It still gives me chills, man. This game is a lot like Silent Hill too, because it's it reminds me of the grief that one carries when losing a loved one. It's very similar in that way, and the whole journey is basically Sonny's personal hell. So in this way, this is like a spiritual successor to Silent Hill 2. I don't think it's, you know, on the level of Silent Hill 2, but, you know, I think it's in the same vein. Definitely comes from the same, you know, forest. May not be the same tree, but it's, you know, it's how a horror game should be. It's not really scary at first, but when you realize, like, how horrific life can really be, and the mistakes that we make, yeah, and the ones we run from. But you have to forgive yourself. You can do this, Sonny. We've worked really hard to get to this point. There's only one thing left to do. Know that I'll be watching over you, okay? As long as you remember me, I'll be here. Hey, cat. Good kitty. Okay, let's do this. Ah, there you are. So they showed off the Silent Hill stuff, and a lot of it is, you know, like, I really do like Silent Hill 2 a lot, and I'm very cautiously optimistic because the gameplay engine looks good, and the people behind it have made horror games before. Not always the best horror games, but they made some decent ones. And I just... They say that they're going to try, and it's such a huge task to even be on par with the original, let alone try to make it good in its own right, or even heck, surpass it, you know? Like, it feels like it's never going to happen. I just wish the one announcement I really wanted, out of all this stuff was nice. You know, it was nice to see a franchise I really care about deeply have new life breathed into it. We'll see what happens with the games. We got 4 games. We'll see if any of them get canceled along the way. I don't think they will, but you never know. But my main issue is they didn't say, hey, we're going to release a collector's pack for the PS5 or the PC for all the Silent Hill games. It is so hard to get the Silent Hill games on a playable version. Sure, you can emulate it, but you need to have a computer, and you need to understand how to do emulations. And not everybody knows how to do that. I know there are like step-by-step tutorial guides on the internet, and there's a huge community dedicated to game emulation on PC gaming and stuff like that. But not everybody has that accessibility, and I just wish that Konami would just pay some company to export all the games out. I just need to see this here quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, out we go. Let's see that photo. Hell yeah. You can see that photo. I didn't think you could. I thought you could only see it in the cutscene at the end of the game, but apparently not. Okay, so now comes the segment of the game where we have to go through the memories. This is like supposed to be a really heartwarming moment. And the first time I played this, like I got through this part, I was like, I kind of already have seen this stuff, but it's nice to know, like, it's not that I haven't seen it, it's just, like, it's all implied based on how all the characters act with each other, but it's really nice to actually see this, too, at the same time. So it's okay to indulge a little bit. Because you get the gist of the story about by the time you beat Humphrey, you get the idea that there are these kids, they used to be all friends, something bad happened, and eventually, you know, things went sideways, and they weren't friends anymore, and a lot of stuff happened in between, like, the 4 years that they were separated. A lot of drama, a lot of tragedy. You don't know what the problem is until you do find out later, but I feel like sometimes the game overindulges a bit. So they're just, you know, talking about taking pictures and playing stupid card games or whatever. Anyways, so they showed off the remake, and everything looked fine except for James's facial animations, and obviously they couldn't get the guy who voiced James. They couldn't get the guy who voiced James back. I don't think they got any of the original crew back, but we'll see. I'm more worried about, like, I'm more worried about like just how the story's going to be told. Even if they do it to a T, it's still going to be like, it's like you lost some of the magic because the voice acting and the storytelling of the game is very specific. And it's very carefully guided, like an artisan, like finely crafting a pot. You know, it's really of its design, and trying to expand on it and replicate it. They said the word modernize a couple times in the trailer, and that word really stuck with me because I've heard it a million times. We're trying to modernize the game. It's not about modernizing it. It's about trying to remaster it without trampling over the old design. You're not trying to make something new. You're trying to basically restore something old. And that's the very important part of the remake, is improving on what the original didn't get right. And the thing is, for the time it was made, I think it got everything right. People complain about the tank controls and stuff like that, and they say that they're going to do it over the shoulder. And a lot of people were how should I say, were really upset that they were like, oh, well, we're going to have this kind of over-the-shoulder camera for most of the game, and they were moaning about it because they're like, you're ruining some of the camera design stuff, some of the atmosphere. When James walks away and the camera's facing him from different directions, it's supposed to be disorienting and stuff like that. And I'm of that mind. I understand why they're doing it, because they're basically making it for the lowest common denominator so that new people will actually try and play the game. Because it's... Listen, I get the art side. I get it. But video games, they're a business. So you have to have a happy medium. Or the art side has to work so hard and the business side can kind of just sit there and just be like, well, it better make money. You know, that's usually most of Silent Hill's history, is just like, we don't really have to make this game, but I'm gonna, throw my back out and destroy myself in order to create it. The first game was like a labor of love from like a couple of people. Like the main guy literally slept in the office for like months on months, weeks on weeks, hours on hours, just so that the game's like animations and all the stuff all the framework could get done. And that's insane. Imagine just like working until you fall asleep at the office. If you work in an office, I don't work in an office anymore, but imagine just working in an office and just being like, well, it's it's like 9 o'clock, time to go to bed, and then you just roll out your sleeping bag, your sleeping roll, and then you just sleep in it under the desk. The concept is just insane to me. But that's what they did to make that first game. So to bring it back around, this team that's creating a remake of one of the best horror games of all time. And I mean, it only got really a cult following over time. It did okay for a PS2 game, because there were a lot of PS2 games that were doing really good. PS2, man, was like one of the best libraries ever. And I mean, it is what it is. Like, as far as games go, it still looks like it's held up pretty well. It's like how Dead Space is holding up. Dead Space still looks okay, but they're making a remake of that. And I'm actually more excited about the Dead Space remake, because they're actually redefining the game. But, I don't know, there's been a lot of horror game remakes, and I'm happy that, like, things are getting attention, but, like, at the same time, I kind of wish people would just come up with new ideas, make new horror games. That's why I like the indie scene more, because the indie horror game stuff, they usually make games, like, a couple hours long, a short horror experience, very well contained, well thought out, budget friendly. It's usually a good experience when I play those games. These AAA horror games never really turn out to be good. They usually turn out to be crap. The last one that I honestly enjoyed, budget-wise, relative to its budget, was The Evil Within 2. That was like the last good horror game, for survival horror game for a while. I mean, there's Resident Evil 8 and 7, and I didn't really play those. I did play the RE2 remake, and all the way through, and I played RE3 because I never played those games before, so I decided to immerse myself in the remakes, and I enjoyed them. I thought they were great, you know. And they were apparently really faithful to the original games, especially 2. 2 was really faithful and enjoyable. But, like, I don't know. It's just like, I guess I'm just a little melancholy about it, because all I really wanted, oh wait, I love this line. No, it's not, Kel. Pink is not a gross color. You're a gross color. You're a gross color. Oh, fucking racist. Anyways. Oh, Sonny, that reminds me. Mari and I were talking about dyeing her hair. Mari says she's gonna dye her hair purple. Purple? You wanna know what color I chose? Wait, are you saying you wanna dye your hair pink? Ew, that's weird. Why would you ever do that? I don't know, I just thought it would be cute. And it certainly is. But anyways, what else was there on the Silent Hill thing? There was a bunch of figures, and that, for every stream I watched, there's a couple guys I watch that stream, reaction stuff to the trailers and whatnot. I was watching some people, and everybody seemed to really love that one statue they showed up in the Silent Hill Direct. They showed off the dog ending. For those who don't know Silent Hill 2, or Silent Hill in general, Silent Hill has a couple endings. It's like a multiple ending kind of game. Kind of like this game. This game has multiple endings to it. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Oopsies. Sorry about that. Yeah, but like, there are multiple endings to Silent Hill games. And the main thing about multiple endings for Silent Hill games is that most of them are serious or have some connection with the plot, but there's usually one ending in Silent Hill. There's one ending in Silent Hill that usually is really goofy and silly. It's usually the alien ending. And in Silent Hill 1, aliens come and abduct Harry Mason, basically, and steal him. Instead of him saving his daughter, he just gets abducted by aliens. And in the second game, originally there was just the dog ending, but then they also added an alien ending to the game. And the dog ending is really funny because it's literally James goes into a room and he goes inside and it's a dog like at a control panel. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but he basically sees the dog like pushing buttons and pulling levers and stuff like that, and the dog was just controlling all the madness of Silent Hill at all. It wasn't malicious at all. He was just pressing buttons, whatever. And James is so upset because his turmoil has been instrumented by this corgi or Shiba Inu. I don't know what type of dog it is. It's one of those. It's either a corgi or a Shiba Inu. But he's basically the Japanese voice actor just comes in and he says or no, I think it's James's voice actor talking in Japanese. And he says like a line or two in Japanese and he's like, "Oh my god, it was you the entire time," or something like that. And then the song plays and it's like a happy song with dog barks in it. And it's supposed to be silly. But like, they showed off this figure, and it's like the scene of the dog literally just playing with the figures, and everybody that I watched while they were streaming it, they all said, that's the best figure. And I agree, that is the best figure. If I get the chance to get it, I will get it. I will add it to my figure collection. I do have a small figure collection, and I do like well quality made figures. of things I like, things like video games and anime and stuff like that I collect. I even got like a Gordon Freeman figure. He sits on the library dresser that I have. So, but I'm really excited for that whenever that comes out. And then they showed a couple of Silent Hill teasers. The two main games was Silent Hill Townfall and Silent Hill F, lowercase f. And I don't know what Townfall is about. It might be a spin-off Silent Hill game. It could be... I'm a little scared because Townfall reminds me of Downpour in a way. Because I was like thinking Skyfall or Let the Sky Fall. I had to sing that. But I was thinking of Townfall as Downpour. And Downpour is a bad Silent Hill game. Much like Silent Hill 5. And I don't know. I won't say anything because they didn't really show that much. They mentioned like a few little secrets in the little teaser trailer, but I don't really think there was anything worth analyzing. I think it was just a bunch of nonsense. They were like making a joke about it in the video. They were saying like, "Ooh, catch all the secrets, rewind the video and scan through it frame by frame." And I'm like, "Nah, I got better stuff to do. I'll just wait for the game to come out or get a new trailer, whatever." The other trailer, Silent Hill F, was a little bit more interesting because it showed a Silent Hill game setting taking place in 1960s Japan, which is an interesting setting. It's one of my... I'm a little bit of a Japan file, a Nippon file, if you will. And apart from, like, good eras to set, interesting eras to set Japanese games in, one is a setting right after, like, the samurai is ending, and everybody's starting to modernize. It's, like, right around, like, the mid to late 1800s in Japan. That's interesting, because, like, modernization is starting to leak into Japan. Like, they're getting trains and guns and shit. Like, that's kind of interesting. And then this era, the 1960s, it's right after World War II. It's about, like, at least 10 to 20 years after World War II. So Japan's economy is starting to build. The old ways are starting to change. So, but most of Japan is still really old looking. Like, you saw the trailer and it's just, like, through, like, a small town or something. So and it's got that cross between Silent Hill and Fatal Frame. And I've never played a Fatal Frame all the way through, so I'm really interested to see what they do with that design aesthetic. There's a lot of flowers and weird tendril things going on. I hope it turns into something good. I really do. I hope those games, at least I hope the new games turn out good. I really don't care about the remake that much. I'll probably get it because I'm just a sucker. You know, I'm a sucker for wanting to play another Silent Hill game because it's been so many goddamn years. But I really hope those two main ones do good. And then they, like... And that was, like, the majority of it. I kind of skipped through the movie stuff because I've only watched the first movie and I kind of didn't like it. It was a competent movie at some points, but, like, abysmal... like, also really abysmal at other points. Like, it was kind of a mixed bag. And that was the first movie. The rest of them fucking sucked. And I never saw them. And I don't intend on seeing them. And I don't intend on seeing the movies these guys come up with, because the movie directors, they're basically... I thought for a second one of them was Uwe Boll. Because Uwe Boll is notorious as being that guy who got a lot of money because of German tax law, and he made a lot of shitty video game movies that were just bad in every sense of the world. Any sense of the word. That guy made so many shitty video game movies, and I just see these guys as the same kind of... They're from the same kind of branch as him. they have this weird, weird fixation or weird vision of how Silent Hill is supposed to look, and they're not really that artistic compared to the people who originally created Silent Hill. And I also think they're just in it for the money. So, I probably am not going to see it. I'm probably going to forget about it, and they're going to come out with the movies, and they're like, oh, hey, the movies are here. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What movie? Get out of here. I don't know who you are. Leave me alone. But yeah, that was Silent Hill. Transmission, that's what they called it. Because radios. You know, TV killed the radio star. So many good memories that I'm just talking over. I just don't care, you know. I've already seen this. I'm just trying to finish the Let's Play. Because I want to get to the end and finish things up. This is like the grand finale. And I gotta do the fight coming up soon. I kind of sped through that other fight. Oh, that's a nice scene. I do like that one. Ta-da! It's your very own violin. We hope you like it. Go upstairs and stick it up your ass. Okay. As if your body ready to play the violin. Yeah. That's in tune. Hell yeah. And, the violin is... I don't know if it's my favorite instrument. I think I like the cello more. But the violin's a pretty... I really love string instruments. They're my favorite subset of instruments. String, then brass, then percussion. Okay, well let's go in here and get this taken care of. I'm so happy they made another save point. Just in case you fuck this part up. Sonny, you're finally here. Yes, I am. After this point, it's going to be up to you. Well, it was always up to me. You know, before we met, I had a lot of trouble fitting in. I don't care about your sob story. But when the others were busy doing things, you always seemed to have time for me. You would listen to me talk for hours. Yeah. But it doesn't have to stay that way. People always tell me that I'm dense or kind of careless. But I'll always be here for you. I'll always be here if you're okay with that. Sonny. We know that you're not someone who likes to take the lead. This has to have been really hard for you. But you have to put a little bit of trust in us too. Just because you've done something bad doesn't make you bad. Yeah, it doesn't make you a bad person. You've had to live with the pain so long, you've been keeping it all inside. It might be easier just to ignore your problems, but it's okay to cry about them too. There's more good times to come. Life gets better. And you can be the one to make that happen. Whatever happens next is your call. But we're gonna be here for you because you want us to be. And we really hope that this isn't goodbye. Would you like to save? Yes. Okay. We believe in you, Sonny. that's cool. They put a little tippity tap sound. Yep. Let's place it down, buddy. Let's place it down. The stage is ready for you. Do you want to play the violin? Hell yeah. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's falling asleep. Deeper and deeper we go into the layers and upon layers of dreams. Hey, buddy. How's it going? It's time to say goodbye. Friends. Friends are supposed to be there for each other. Omori did not succumb. You've caused so much suffering, yet you do nothing. And so you've earned nothing in return. Your friends will never forgive you. They will abandon you like you did them. And that's what you deserve. Omori did not succumb. You remembered Aubrey's wish. I hope you can find some peace, or some happiness. You tell yourself that you don't want to burden others. But the truth is that you're selfish. You just don't want people to depend on you. When do you think about others? How long are you going to let people take care of you? You say you care, but you are a liar. You've never done anything for anyone else. You're useless. Less than useless. You're sick. People like you don't deserve to live. 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 Omori did not succumb. Your friends are wrong about you. The person they love isn't you at all. You let them believe in a lie to protect yourself. You're nothing but a liar. And when they see the truth, they'll hate you as much as you hate yourself. If they know the truth, you will never be able to regain their trust. No matter what you do, it will be hopeless. All you'll do is make things worse. It would be better to just die. It would be better to just die. It would be better to just die. remember Hero's promise? Last time, we made the mistake of leaving each other when we needed each other the most. This time, we will stay together. Bye-bye. You gonna give up yet? Nope. Not gonna give up, huh? Very well. You remember Basil's hope. Maybe one day, things could go back to the way they were before. You killed Mari. She loved you and you killed her. Ooh. We're really starting to tear up now. Hero loved her and you killed her. Aubrey loved her and you killed her. Cal loved her and you killed her. Basil loved her and you killed her. You loved her and you killed her. You loved her and you killed her. You loved her and you killed her. God, it's like I'm drowning. You loved her and you killed her. You should just die. Game over. Do you want to continue? Yes, I do. I rawson my bow, and I begin to play again. Play. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Ruined out the worst part. Oh no! Sorry, I just wanted to turn up the volume a bit. Let's look at that shot for a bit. He's like, huh? Why'd you stop? So that was the up moment, but this is my favorite moment. Just the complete and utter surrender. Just like, okay, I'm done. I give up. I give up. You win. You win. I'm done. I'm out. Peace out. Take a bow, Sonny. guys. You're not real. Goodbye. And good night. Oh, there's everybody. I have to tell you something. Is my bed, one more day to spend alone again. Morning starts without me, I seem to find it hard to wake up. Steadily, my thoughts take hold of me. It's hard to stay awake or fall asleep. Memories of the past, both the good and the bad, overwhelm me. There's so much I wish I could take back. Sometimes I think maybe it's too late. Though the pain remains, though it may be hard, I'll carry on. Time to rise and shine. Good morning. So the sun reaches my bed. One more day to spend alone again. Morning starts without me. I seem to find it hard to wake up. Thanks for playing. And I guess that's it. So see you guys in the next video. But yeah. The game goes on. The game goes on.